Nuclear Criticality Safety Practices, Administrative Practices, Responsibilities. From International Nuclear Atomic Agency, link in the description below. Standard M16.1 requires that management establish responsibility for nuclear criticality safety and advises that supervision be made as responsible for nuclear criticality safety as for production, development, research, or other functions. It points out that nuclear criticality safety differs in no intrinsic way from industrial safety and that good managerial practices apply to both. This statement is a recommendation rather than a requirement because there would be no clear-cut means of demonstrating compliance. Nevertheless, it is expected that the spirit will be embraced by supervision. The standard requires that management provide personnel skilled in the interpretation of data pertinent to nuclear criticality safety and familiar with operations to serve as advisors to management. It advises that these specialists be, to the extent practicable, independent of process supervision. This recommendation is hedged to avoid penalizing small operations in which the skill exists in the line organization and a separate advisor would be a questionable luxury. The intent is also to recognize the fact that successful criticality control depends more upon the competence of personnel than on the form of organization. The standard further requires that management establish criteria for nuclear criticality safety controls. Of course, criteria existing in regulations, standards, or guides may be either adopted or adapted to special conditions that may exist. There is allowance for distinction between shielded and unshielded facilities, so that the criteria may be less stringent when adequate shielding protects personnel. This relaxation is amplified in the supplementary American National Standard criteria for nuclear criticality safety controls in operations where shielding protects personnel. The distinction between management and supervision is clarified by the following definition that is borrowed from another standard. Management, the administrative body to which the supervision of a facility reports.